This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com.
Sometimes in life, you just have to take a nice cold bottle of cream soda, diet cream soda that is, and take a deep sip and admit when you are wrong. And boy, am I wrong. You see, I've been missing something along the way, and this is going to go a little far. And I hope this doesn't go horribly long, because I want to keep it nice and tight. But, you know, some years back, when I first started doing this, and this is going way back, okay, to the original first edition of Dead Zone, I had ordered from England, from Mantic Games, and the quality control was just horrible over a bunch of different games that I had gotten with them. It got to the point where I got so annoyed that I was just, I made this video and I just blew off some steam, because it prevented me from doing things on the channel. Early on, for me, getting content up was really important, and when, you know, I didn't have a lot of plans and wanted to do things, it was tough. And then when you had to wait an additional 2-3 weeks to get those replacement parts, which you desperately needed, it didn't help things, and my frustration boiled over. Since then, you know, I kind of collected Mantic stuff as it went. Dungeon Saga, I enjoyed. Star Saga, enjoyed. And a bunch of different games. But it hasn't been since recently that I really started taking a look at this company. And I owe them an apology. From Hellboy to Star Saga to Armada to, well, as a matter of fact, we have Star Saga right here. I'm going to pull it right over, because we've got it right over here. Star Saga. And the recent edition of Firefight, which I have right here, they have been getting the job done. Now, why am I bringing this up? Why am I saying this right now? Why am I basically saying I'm way wrong? I'm going to tell you why. Because there's the big elephant in the room, and that's Games Workshop. Okay? They couldn't do anything right if they wanted to, and we keep on making excuses for them. I personally am probably the biggest victim for making excuses for them, because I keep on hoping one day we'll get expansions for Space Hulk. I keep hoping one day that, you know, we'll get Man of War. You know, I keep hoping one day we'll see Mordheim come back, Epic, Battlefleet Gothic, you know, Warhammer Quest 95. All these things that mean so much to me. And I realize, and I've said this before about this company, it's like that old girlfriend. She just sometimes just comes creeping back in your life, and you can't help but remember the good times, but you never remember the bad times. And you refuse to just move on. And we've all been through it somehow, some way. We let our emotions get the best of us. And, you know, if anybody deserves the biggest apology, it's Mantic. Because Mantic is doing everything right, folks. They're making things affordable. Okay? They are giving you a window where you can get this stuff and bring it in and enjoy it. And I'm finding that I've made some mistakes here by not featuring this as much as I am. Well, that stops today, folks. Because sometimes you just gotta walk away. Now, don't get me wrong. They come out with an expansion for Dungeon Bowl. I'm gonna buy it. If there's something I like and it's reasonable, I'm going to buy it. But am I going to cling to every single thing that they do? Every war cry thing that they do? Every kill team thing that they do? No. There's somebody else here that deserves my attention. And that's Mantic Games, folks. And I don't feel that they get the love that they deserve from any of us. And I'm the one that's holding his hand the highest. You see, I'm not here to give you a bunch of fluff, folks. Give you a hard sell on the hottest and latest games or the hottest new designer and look you in the eye and tell you, hey, go grab my patron and so I can keep going and make more positive content and sell you a bunch of shite. No. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to look you in the camera and I'm going to tell you, the old dog was wrong. And it's okay to be wrong. We can't always be right. Nobody's perfect. If we were, we'd have nothing to strive for, would we? And Mantic has done all the things right, but we refuse to open our eyes. We refuse to open our eyes and see what Mantic has done. What have they done? Well, we scream for Man of War from GW. Falls on deaf ears. But they came out with a game called Armada, set in the fantasy of Kings of War, which is another fantastic game. I gotta swallow. I'm swallowing a lot of crow here, so I need to wash it down, folks. Sometimes you can't teach an old dog a new trick, can you? And I think that's what the biggest problem is you can't teach me a new trick. But surprisingly, every once in a while, you slap me on the newspaper enough, I'm going to wake up. And I have. These models, okay, I started messing around with this bigger ship. I've painted a ton of these. And yet, I've yet to feature this game on this channel extensively with a playthrough. And last night, I had taken it out and I was playing around with it. And you want to know something, folks? This is everything I wanted from Man of War, from a new version of Man of War. The models are beautiful. They do everything right. Everything is just done perfectly with this. And I didn't see it. I refused to see it because I had blinders on. Because I kept on hoping for something that just isn't going to come. Are they going to reprint Space Hulk for you guys? For the ones of you that don't have it? No. No, they're not. Because they don't care. But Mantic cares. Mantic cares enough that they put out a game called Star Saga. And a bunch of expansions that are very, very good. And a bunch and ton of stuff that fits into their typical kind of 40K universe that they have. Not that it's 40K. You know, Firefight is, you know, really something really, really, really good. And if you haven't played that or Star Saga, you're missing out. And it's affordable. Go to their website. See how much it is to get into an entry level of this stuff. It's not going to break the bank. You can order it from them. You can bring it in. And you're going to find it's a lot of fun. And the quality has been outstanding. Outstanding. I painted a bunch of these ships, the Bastillion, I've painted all this army. This is the big ship for it. This is the only thing I got to do left on it, which I'm going to do. And we're going to do it live here on Rob's Tabletop World. And I'm going to tell you right now. I mean, just the molding. It's beautiful. It's everything I could want. And it's 100% cheaper than I will ever pay a Games Workshop. But did I see that? No. Dead Zone. Dead Zone. Go take a look at the latest Dead Zone that's coming out. I ordered it from Miniature Market. I'm waiting for it. It releases any day. The new 3rd edition set. Look at everything that you get and the price that you pay for it, folks. It's affordable. It's not 200 and something dollars. It's 100 and something dollars. Kings of War. We keep on begging for the old world. We want the rank and file. It's right in front of us. It's right in front of us. Firefight. Go take a look at what you get in this box. Because I'm going to show you. I'm going to turn this around and I'm going to show you what you get in this box. You get a ton of stuff. And I'm going to read it out for you because it tells you right here what you get in this 2-player pack here. Okay. You're going to get your force list. You're going to get your rule book. Okay. You're going to get 40 Marauder commandos. 70 miniatures in total. 4 Ripper suits, 2 jet bikes, 20 enforcers, 5 peacekeepers. Okay. Orcs on humans. 8 dice. Command dice. Counters, markers. Getting started guide. All that. This would be $300 from the old boys at the old game club there. No, go take a look at it. About $130 from Mantic. Go check Miniature Market, sponsor of this channel, and see how much you can get Firefight for. Okay. Armada with all its beauty. Okay. Beautiful rule book, easily explained. Hey, they've got beautiful models too, folks. I can't eat enough crow. I can't apologize enough to this company for not making them the forefront as I should have. And there's only one person to blame. It's me. Because I just wouldn't let the old girlfriend go. But sometimes, if you take a look, you're going to find out that new girl that comes in really wants to take care of you. Really wants to be all the things that the one that always kept you at arm's length doesn't. And Mantic, and I've taken a look at all the stuff that they put out. I don't know why we are not pushing really, really hard to make this company even bigger than it is. I can tell you from this day forward, okay? Like I said, there will always be things that I want from GW. And that's okay. That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. But I'm telling you now, my focus has really changed. And where we take this channel, it's going to be the Mantic way. It's going to be the Conquest way. Go take a look at that stuff too, from Parbellum. Okay? Because I brought a whole bunch of that in too. I'm going to start looking other places. Because a lot of you out there have said, hey, Rob, I play a lot of miniature agnostic games and stuff like that. And that's all fine and dandy. But all the things that we want are out there. We just have to look hard enough. We have to be open enough to change. And for me, I've got to be open enough to change. Did I have a rocky start with Mantic? Yes. Would I sponsor these guys and go to bat for them now? Sure would. Am I going to do it? They probably wouldn't want me. I don't blame them. Why would I? Have they converted me? You're damn right they have. And am I going to work hard for them, even though they may never notice? I sure am. Because they deserve it. Because they've been there. And they never left. It's just some of us refuse to see. Some of us refuse to open our eyes. And I'm telling you right now, go check out their website. Go check out these games. If you're ticked off at the big dog and you've had enough, you know, a lot of people have said, hey, Rob, go check them out. Go check them out. And I would. I'd buy things. League of Infamy. We talked about that. Hellboy. I've got that totally painted. Have we showed it once on this channel? No. Shame on me. That changes. That changes. This is a company that's begging for you. Saying, listen, we'll help you. You need rules explanation? You have a complaint about balancing? You have this, you have that? Write us. Help us make these games get better. Do we get that from the big dog? Nope. Nope. And I've never been more wrong in my life. By turning my head and turning my back at times to this great company, even though I always buy it. And sometimes I paint it and just put it away, and something else will catch my attention because they do something wrong, or they try to say, oh, hey, we got a new Warhammer Quest, Curse City, guys, come over here. And then I drop everything I'm doing and I run over there. And every time it's disappointment because they don't care. They really don't. But Mantic always cared. Mantic always cared about their customers. Mantic always cared about making things affordable. Mantic always made sure that they put a smart box set out there and gave you something that you could experience and have a lot of fun with. Go read the rules. Because I've gone over it. You know, some people love Dungeon Saga, some people don't. I really liked it. I'm going to go back to it. I'm going to buy it all over again. I'm going to go on that Mantic site and I'm going to go drop some dimes. And you want to know why? Because I owe it to them. Because they cared enough. They care enough to put out and continue to fight against the tide at times with the juggernaut. But you want to know something? They are starting to swim upstream. And they're starting to get to easier waters. And they need more people like us, myself, you, to support them, to believe in them, get behind them, give them a chance. Help them fight the fight. And they'll make the things that you want. They'll listen. I really believe that. I believe that more than I ever will. Not a bunch of shareholders that have never played a game in their lives. Not a bunch of VPs that are making $300,000 to $400,000 a year that never played a game in their life. But a company full of gamers that are putting out quality. And I just didn't open my eyes to see it. I'm sorry, Mantic. I apologize. And I promise you this. Get ready. Get ready. I know you got people out there that do a lot of nice work for you. I'm sure. But I can promise you this. You have the full support of this little channel that's going to go to bat. We're going to get this stuff to the table. I'm going to show this thing off. And I'm going to show people what we all have been missing for so very long. Until, maybe you agree with me, maybe you disagree with me. But as always, there are comments below that you can put it in there. Of course, put it respectfully, and I'll answer. Be a douche, and we just eliminate you. It's plain simple. I don't sugarcoat stuff. I don't go into a 5-minute spiel on why you should support my patron, okay? Because I don't have one, okay? What I am going to go into a 5-minute spiel is about what we're trying to accomplish here. Value during times when people do not have disposable income and getting the biggest bang for their buck. If you were going to go out there and you were going to put yourself on the line, go with the company that puts itself on the line. And I really believe Mantic does that. So again, you can email me, novaprime860@hotmail.com. As always, if you'd like to subscribe, do so. If not, that's okay too. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. I'll look forward to your comments. We'll see you soon.